Ready for another lesson? It's better to have your own shit. You know, one of the worst things you could do, and one of the worst feeling is asking people to use this stuff or asking them for favors. It's one of the most annoying, degrading feeling you will ever have in your life. You ask a friend to borrow the car, sometimes they act stupid, they give you this judgmental look. They're like, hey, you got car money, you got gas money. They don't necessarily mean to do this to be mean. They do this to be funny, but it degrades you as well while making themselves seem superior. That's why I constantly tell you that you need to keep pushing and doing what you gotta do. It's the same thing as in you want to have your own place. You never want to move in with a female because then she have the power over you. That's why you need to have your own shit. You know, ain't no feeling like being able to go to your place and invite somebody over to your place will have your name on the lease of the mortgage. That's your parking spot that belongs to you. It reminds me of a time when I was living in this place a long time ago. I never used to talk to my neighbors, only the landlords, and they had staying a couple apartments away, and I used to talk to them, of course, because I paid my rent. So needless to say, I had these neighbors, and the neighbors was Pookies and Ray Rays. At that time, I was living in a crappy place. So they would do all kind of booger wolf stuff, and yeah, I don't want to be affiliated with you people. So I wouldn't talk to them, I wouldn't say what's up to them, none of that shit. So one day Amazon drop off a package and then they decide to take it. And I kindly say, hey man, you know, just leave it on my porch. If somebody take it, that'll be between me and the merchant, not you, the merchant, and me. Letting these people know I don't want to have anything to do with you people. So they would smoke weed. Needless to say, that started off a bad interaction with them. I wouldn't talk to the children and that stuff. So later on, one time, I never used to park into my parking spot, and I come home and I saw their car in my parking spot. So I pull a letter on the window and I said, please don't park here again or it will be towed. So when I was leaving, a couple days later, the dude was like, hey, what's your problem? I'm like, what you mean, what's my problem? And he like, well, why you put a note on the car? First of all, why you parking in my parking spot? And then his wife was like, oh, well, I will come home late and there was no parking on the street. I don't give a fuck about you parking on the street or not. We're not fucking and you're not my girl. You're not on my lease. You're not on none of that stuff. So why the fuck are you parking in my parking spot? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. Because my name on that lease, right? Then the dude was like, oh, if you had towed the car, you would have seen. I would have seen what? So I calmly went and talked to the property managers, and they know me. I'm not a troublesome tenant. I mind my business and stuff, but they know. So needless to say, the people got evicted. I don't want to say I was the one that got them evicted, but come to find out they wasn't paying the rent on time and all kind of stuff and doing stupid stuff. Needless to say is the point of the story is I had my own stuff. That's why it was important. My name was on the lease. If I wanted to build a mansion in that parking spot, I can because my name is on the lease as long as I move it when I vacate. So that's why it's imperative for you to get your own shit, to do your own shit, to have your name on your own shit, because if you don't, stupid stuff like that could happen. If you have your own house, then you won't have to worry about that stupid stuff because it's yours. Remember that, gentlemen, and keep pushing. You've been taught.